did like a 6 hour long stream where he involved not only Clyde and Seth, but also many of the other parties involved in this, I guess you can say, scandal. Now, again, it's too much to recap. It's too much. I didn't get to see the entire stream. I was hanging out with my friends in real life yesterday, Black and Fist, the YouTuber, and Jamie Snowden, who's also a YouTuber and an actor. But we wanted to know what was going on because, like I said, I know Seth. Like, I've worked with him before. This is not just some random drama video. This is two friends having a falling out. And I was mentioned. So I was only mentioned for a minute. And that was because I want to get this out right now. The video, like, what was said about me was very minute. Basically, Clyde said that Seth made some comments about me back in 2017. He told me what they were. So I did reach out to him privately, and it really wasn't that bad. Like what he said, first of all, it was 2017. It was a while ago. And even though it would irk me and it would irk anybody, I do understand why he said what he said. Now, that was back in 2017 when I had first kind of gotten to know Seth. As time had gone by and more, we did more videos together, the walls began to kind of drop. And I was one of the first people who actually saw a picture of what Seth really looked like. And I was actually kind of, amazed that he trusted me like that. So as time went by, we kind of got to know each other better. Well, in Clyde's video, and again, what he said about me is just dumb stuff. Like it's yes, it is in the past. Yes, it would irritate me, but it's so long ago, and I understand why he said it. It's like it's something having to do with like some joke that I made that isn't really like was taken out of context, but it's fine. It's no problem. But in the video, Clyde talks about how Seth was kind of abusive to him, and he's also talked shit about people behind their backs, like people like Carthus Dojo, who's been on my channel, Swagkage, very well-known Naruto guy, Six, another collaborator, Chuck, Noodles, all these different people that are in the community, not just the Dragon Ball community, but the overall anime community. So the video, there's a lot going on here, but I want to give my thoughts, okay? I want to give my thoughts on this whole situation because people have asked me to give my thoughts because I'm a bit older than these guys are and I have different life experiences, so I might be able to give people a bit of a different perspective. First and foremost, I will not excuse what Seth did as being good. Talking shit about your friends behind their backs, not cool. We've done it when we're younger. Seth is obviously younger than I am. He did have some growing up to do. And he used to be a menace. I mean, years ago when he first got on YouTube, he would make debunks on different content creators and just, challenge people. Like that's who he was when he first got into the YouTube sphere. He was obviously a debater before then. And but I got to know him. And like I said, there was a bit of a bumpy start at first because we didn't really trust each other. Seth is very secretive about who he is, his real life, and I am too. But as time went by, it got better. I wouldn't consider him, like I said, like a best friend, but he definitely was somebody who I worked with and who I did respect as a creator, right? But I also have respect for people like Carthu and people like Swag and these guys who, they really have been hurt by this. I was not hurt, to be honest. I was a little annoyed, but it was fine. These are the guys that are really like upset. Right, and Clyde as well, obviously. While I do feel like this probably could have been resolved privately, I do understand why these things happen. And I understand that Clyde felt like he had no choice. I get it. It's unfortunate. Whenever I see two friends fight, it's unfortunate. But what I wanted to say is this. The stuff that was revealed in the Keem stream and in that video, I had no clue about it. Like the things that Seth was doing inappropriately in Discord servers and talking to people and all that. I'm not going to go into the details here, but I didn't know. I mean, most people didn't know. Quinn didn't know. Quamman, MJ didn't know. A lot of my other YouTube pals had no idea. And it was also years ago. So it's like, we all grow up. We all move on. Like I said, Seth has shown growth because he had changed a lot since who he was back in 2017. What Seth said and did wasn't really a major issue as far as a personal thing against me, but it was inappropriate. We can all agree with that. It was the wrong thing to do. And I do feel like, and I'm going to say this, because I'm not going to go into anybody's personal life, but Seth did share with me a while ago a little bit about his personal life, his childhood. And let me tell you, based on what he told me, I don't know if it's true or not, because I don't know the guy like in real life, this dude had a hard childhood. Now, I'm not saying that to justify his behavior, but if you look into psychology, bullies become bullies because they were bullied. People mistreat others because they were mistreated. And we've all done it. I've done it. You know, some of my friends have done it. And we've all tried to grow past who we used to be. And one of the big takeaways from the Keem stream was that Seth probably needs therapy. And if you've been following my other channel and stuff I've said, I believe that everyone needs therapy. I'm going to let you in on a little secret about content creators. A lot of content creators, in fact, I would say 90% of the ones that I've spoken to privately either have some form of depression, some form of mental illness, or something. Creative people who do things like YouTube and even artists aren't wired like other people are most of the time. So you're going to have your problems. You're going to have your weird maladaptive behaviors. That's what it is. And so the reason why I'm bringing that up